Listen, I'm about to share something with you that's going to completely change how you deal with mosquitoes in your home forever. And I'm not talking about those useless chemical sprays that barely work for an hour, or those expensive gadgets that promise the world but deliver nothing. What I discovered 3 years ago, completely by accident, was so shocking that I couldn't believe it at first. I thought it was just a coincidence. But then it happened again, and again, and now. I haven't seen a single mosquito in my home for over 2 years. Not one. Here's what happened. I was struggling with mosquitoes just like you probably are right now. Those buzzing pests were making my evenings miserable. I couldn't sit peacefully in my living room without constantly swatting at them. Sound familiar? But then my neighbor gave me a single plant, just one, and told me to put it by my window. I thought she was crazy. How could one little plant solve my mosquito nightmare? But within 48 hours, something incredible happened. The mosquitoes, they were gone. Completely gone. I was so stunned that I started researching obsessively. What I found will blow your mind. There are actually 10 specific plants, and I'm going to reveal all of them today, that mosquitoes are absolutely terrified of. These aren't just any plants. These are nature's most powerful mosquito-repelling weapons that have been hiding in plain sight. And here's the crazy part. While mosquitoes flee from these plants like their lives depend on it, these same plants will make your home more beautiful, filled with amazing fragrances, and some of them you can even use in your cooking. It's like getting a 3-in-1 miracle solution. Now, before I reveal these game-changing plants, you need to understand why this works so incredibly well. Mosquitoes have an incredibly sensitive sense of smell, about 100 times stronger than ours. What smells pleasant to us can be absolutely overwhelming and terrifying to them. These plants I'm about to show you produce natural compounds, essential oils, that act like invisible force fields around your home. When mosquitoes detect these scents, their tiny brains go into panic mode. They literally cannot function properly near these plants. It's not just that they don't like them, they physically cannot stay in the same area. The best part? These plants work 24/7, 365 days a year. No batteries needed, no refills, no maintenance beyond basic plant care. And unlike those toxic sprays that you breathe in along with your family, these are completely natural and safe. Plant 1, Citronella Grass, the ultimate mosquito destroyer. All right, let's start with the absolute heavyweight champion of mosquito repelling, Citronella Grass. If mosquitoes had nightmares, this plant would be starring in every single one of them. You probably heard of citronella candles, right? Well, forget everything you think you know about citronella candles, because they're nothing, and I mean nothing compared to the real plant. Those candles contain maybe 5% of the actual citronella oil. The living plant? It's pumping out 100% pure, concentrated mosquito-terrorizing power every single second. Here's what makes this plant so incredible. It releases a lemony scent that's so potent, mosquitoes can't even fly straight when they're near it. I've literally watched mosquitoes approach my patio where I have citronella grass, get within about 3 feet, and then suddenly veer off like they hit an invisible wall. But here's the really exciting part. It's ridiculously easy to grow. You can keep it in a pot by your front door, on your windowsill, or anywhere you spend time. Give it some sunlight and regular water, and it becomes your personal mosquito-fighting bodyguard. I have 3 pots of citronella grass strategically placed around my home, and let me tell you something. My summer evenings have been transformed. No more frantic swatting. No more buzzing in my ears when I'm trying to sleep. Just pure, peaceful relaxation. And if you're wondering about the cost of constantly buying mosquito repellents and sprays, this one plant pays for itself in about 2 weeks. After that, it's just giving you free protection year after year. If you've ever been frustrated by mosquitoes in your home, drop a comment right now and tell me your biggest mosquito struggle. I read every single comment, and I want to know, are they keeping you awake at night, ruining your relaxation time? I'm here to help solve this problem for good. Plant 2, Lavender, the beautiful barrier. The second plant on our list is going to surprise you because it's so common, yet most people have no idea about its mosquito-fighting superpowers. I'm talking about lavender. Here's what's absolutely mind-blowing about lavender. While we humans find scent calming and luxurious, the kind of smell you'd pay extra for an expensive spa treatment, mosquitoes experience it as pure torture. The same compounds that help us relax and sleep better are like kryptonite to mosquitoes. But wait, it gets even better. Lavender doesn't just repel mosquitoes during the day when you're actively around it. This plant works around the clock. Even at night when you're sleeping, it's releasing those protective oils into the air, creating an invisible shield around your bedroom. I started growing lavender in my bedroom about 18 months ago, and I can honestly say I haven't woken up with a single mosquito bite since then. Not one. And as an added bonus, I sleep better than I have in years because of that natural, calming lavender scent. The maintenance? Almost zero. Lavender is drought tolerant, which means even if you forget to water for a week, it'll forgive you and keep protecting your home. It's like having a low-maintenance security system that happens to smell like heaven. Plant 3, lemon balm, a surprising powerhouse. But here's where things get really interesting, and this is something that's going to shock you. The third plant on our list is so common that you've probably walked past 100 times without knowing you were looking at a mosquito-destroying machine. It's called lemon balm, and here's what happened when I first discovered its power. I was visiting my sister's house, and she had this scraggly little plant in a pot by her back door. I didn't think much of it until I noticed something incredible. While we were being eaten alive by mosquitoes in the yard, the area right around that plant was completely mosquito-free. It was like there was an invisible dome protecting that one spot. When I touched the leaves, they released this amazing citrusy scent, and that's when it hit me. This unassuming little plant was single-handedly keeping mosquitoes away from her entire back entrance. Here's what makes lemon balm absolutely brilliant. It's practically indestructible. You can ignore it for weeks, and it just keeps growing and pumping out those mosquito-repelling oils. It's like having a security guard who never takes a break and never asks for a raise. And get this, the stronger the plant grows, the more powerful its mosquito-fighting abilities become. It's literally getting better at protecting you over time. Most of the store-bought repellents get weaker as they sit on the shelf, but lemon balm gets stronger as it matures. I now keep lemon balm in 3 different locations around my home, and the results have been absolutely incredible. My front entrance, back patio, and kitchen window, all mosquito-free zones now. Plant 4, marigolds, the beautiful deceivers. Plant number 4 is going to completely change how you think about flowers. These aren't just pretty decorations. They're undercover mosquito assassins disguised as innocent garden flowers. I'm talking about marigolds, and here's the secret weapon they're hiding. A compound called pyrethrum. This is the same stuff they use in commercial insect repellents. But here's the crazy part. While the synthetic version costs a fortune and needs constant reapplication, marigolds produce it naturally and continuously for months. But here's what's absolutely genius about marigolds. Mosquitoes can smell the pyrethrum, and it drives them crazy. But to us humans, it's completely undetectable. We just see these gorgeous, bright orange and yellow flowers that make our homes look amazing. I discovered this by accident when I planted marigolds purely for decoration around my patio. Within a week, I realized I wasn't getting bitten anymore when I sat outside in the evenings. I thought it was just coincidence until I did some research and discovered I had accidentally created a mosquito-proof barrier around my favorite relaxation spot. The best part about marigolds? They bloom continuously from spring until the first frost. That means months and months of nonstop mosquito protection that just keeps getting more beautiful as time goes on. And here's a bonus that's going to blow your mind. While marigolds are terrifying mosquitoes away, they're actually attracting beneficial insects like ladybugs and butterflies. It's like having bouncers at a club, keeping out the troublemakers while welcoming the good guests. Plant 5, Basil, the kitchen warrior. Plant number 5 is going to revolutionize your cooking and your mosquito problems at the same time. This is the plant that gives you the biggest bang for your buck, and I guarantee you already know what it is. It's basil. Yes, regular cooking basil, and it's been hiding mosquito-fighting superpowers in plain sight this whole time. Here's what happened when I first realized basil's secret power. I was making pasta sauce, and I had this big, beautiful basil plant on my kitchen windowsill. As I was picking leaves for my sauce, I noticed something incredible. There wasn't a single mosquito in my kitchen, even though the window was wide open on a humid summer evening. The essential oils that make basil so delicious in cooking, those same exact oils, are absolute torture for mosquitoes. Every time you brush against a plant or pick leaves, you're releasing a fresh burst of mosquito-repelling compounds into the air. But here's the really exciting part. The more you harvest from your basil plant, the bushier and more productive it becomes. So the more you use it for cooking, the better it gets at protecting your home. It's like a plant that rewards you for using it. I now keep basil plants in my kitchen window, and every time I cook, I'm not just making my food taste incredible, I'm also refreshing my home's mosquito defense system. Sweet basil, lemon basil, cinnamon basil, they all work like mosquito-fighting champions. And if you're worried about keeping alive, don't be. Basil is incredibly forgiving. Give it some sunlight, water it when the soil feels dry, and it'll be your faithful kitchen guardian for months. Plant 6. Catnip, the secret weapon. Plant number 6 is going to absolutely shock you because the science behind this one sounds too good to be true. But I'm about to share research that will change everything you think you know about natural mosquito repellents. We're talking about catnip, and here's the mind-blowing fact. University studies have proven that catnip is 10 times more effective at repelling mosquitoes than DEET, the main ingredient in those expensive commercial repellents that smell terrible and feel sticky on your skin. 10 times more effective. Let that sink in for a moment. The compound that makes cats go absolutely crazy, nepilactone, is the same compound that makes mosquitoes flee in absolute terror. While your neighbor's cat is rolling around in bliss, mosquitoes are experiencing their worst nightmare. I was skeptical about this until I tried it myself. I planted catnip in containers around my patio, and within 48 hours, I noticed a dramatic difference. Not only were mosquitoes avoiding the area, but I actually saw them change direction mid-flight when they got close to the plants. Now, here's the funny part. If you have cats in your neighborhood, your patio might become the local social club. But honestly, happy cats lounging around and zero mosquitoes sounds like a perfect evening to me. The plant itself is incredibly easy to grow, spreads readily, and produces those mosquito-fighting compounds continuously throughout the growing season. It's like having a scientific research laboratory working 24/7 to protect your home, except it costs you less than $5 at the garden center. Listen, if you're getting excited about these natural solutions, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now. We're just getting started, and what's coming next is going to completely transform your relationship with mosquitoes forever. Don't miss out on the remaining 4 plants. Some of them are even more powerful than what we've covered so far. Plant 7, Rosemary, the elegant fortress. We're getting the plants that are going to completely blow your mind. And plant number 7 is so sophisticated, so elegant, that mosquitoes don't even know what hit them. We're talking about rosemary. And here's what makes this plant absolutely incredible. It's like having a medieval fortress protecting your home, except it looks beautiful and smells like a 5-star Mediterranean restaurant. Rosemary contains camphor and other compounds that are so overwhelming to mosquitoes, they literally cannot process them. But here's the genius part. While mosquitoes are experiencing sensory overload, we're enjoying one of the most pleasant, sophisticated scents in the plant kingdom. I discovered rosemary's mosquito-fighting power during a dinner party last summer. I had planted rosemary around my outdoor dining area purely for cooking, and halfway through the evening, one of my guests said, "How is it possible that we're eating outside and there isn't a single mosquito bothering us?" That's when I realized my rosemary wasn't just seasoning my food, it was protecting my entire party. The best part about rosemary, it's practically immortal. This plant can live for years with minimal care, getting stronger and more protective over time. It's drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and just keeps pumping out those mosquito-repelling oils season after season. Plant 8, mint, the refreshing guardian. Plant number 8 is going to change everything you think you know about mint. Most people think of mint as just a cooking herb or something for tea. But what they don't know is that mint is one of nature's most powerful mosquito-destroying machines. The menthol that makes mint so refreshing to us, to mosquitoes, it's like being hit with a sledgehammer. That cooling sensation we love is actually a powerful chemical compound that completely overwhelms their nervous systems. Here's what happened when I first discovered mint's secret power. I was growing peppermint in a pot on my back deck, And I noticed that every evening when I watered it, I could sit peacefully in that exact area without a single mosquito bothering me. But if I moved just 10 feet away, they'd start attacking immediately. The really exciting thing about mint is how aggressively it grows. While other plants need coaxing and careful care, mint is practically begging to take over and protect more of your space. That's why container growing is perfect. You can control its enthusiasm while maximizing its mosquito-fighting power. Spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, they all work like mosquito-fighting champions. And every time you brush against them or harvest leaves for tea, you're releasing fresh bursts of those protective compounds into the air. Plant 9, Eucalyptus, the powerhouse purifier. Plant number 9 is where things get serious. This isn't just about repelling mosquitoes anymore. This is about creating an environment so hostile to mosquitoes that they won't even consider entering your space. I'm talking about eucalyptus, and the compound that makes this plant so incredible is eucalyptol, the same stuff they put in commercial insect repellents, except the living plant produces at concentrations that put those expensive sprays to shame. But here's what's absolutely amazing. While eucalyptus is terrorizing mosquitoes, it's actually purifying your air and creating this incredible spa-like atmosphere in your home. It's like having an air purification system and mosquito defense system rolled into one gorgeous, silvery leaf plant. I started growing eucalyptus in my living room 8 months ago, and the transformation has been incredible. Not only have mosquitoes completely disappeared, but the air quality in my home has improved dramatically. Guests constantly comment on how fresh and clean everything smells. The variety is perfect for container growing, baby blue eucalyptus and silver drop eucalyptus. Stay manageable indoors and can be moved outside during warmer months. They're like having portable mosquito-free zones that you can position anywhere you need protection. Plant 10, scented geraniums, the ultimate multi-weapon. We've reached plant number 10, the grand finale, and this one is going to tie everything together in a way that will absolutely astound you. Scented geraniums are like the Swiss Army knives of mosquito-repelling plants. Rose geranium smells like expensive perfume while driving mosquitoes insane. Lemon geranium creates this incredible citrus barrier that mosquitoes can't penetrate. And citronella geranium? It's like having citronella grass and beautiful flowers in the same plant. Here's what makes scented geraniums absolutely genius. The leaves only release their mosquito-fighting oils when they're touched. So every time you walk past and accidentally brush against them, you're activating your personal force field. It's like having a motion-activated security system that protects you exactly when and where you need it most. I have scented geraniums positioned strategically throughout my home, by doorways, near seating areas, on windowsills. Every time I move through my space, I'm unconsciously activating layers of mosquito protection without even thinking about it. If these natural solutions are blowing your mind like they blew mine, I need you to do 2 things right now. First, smash that like button to let me know these plants haven't changed your life. Second, share this video with anyone you know who's struggling with mosquitoes. They'll thank you forever. The strategic placement secret that changes everything. But here's where most people make a huge mistake. And if you get this wrong, even these incredible plants won't work to their full potential. Placement is absolutely critical. You can't just put these plants anywhere and expect miracles. There's actually a strategic science to positioning them for maximum mosquito-fighting power, and I'm about to share the exact formula that took me 2 years to perfect. First, doorways and windows are your primary defense points. Mosquitoes enter your home through these openings, so you want your strongest plants positioned like sentries. Citronella grass and eucalyptus work perfectly here. Second, create overlapping protection zones. Don't rely on just one plant to protect a large area. Position plants so their effective ranges overlap, creating multiple layers of defense that mosquitoes simply cannot penetrate. Third, and this is crucial, place plants where you spend the most time. Your favorite reading chair, your dining area, your bedroom. These are the zones that need the strongest protection because this is where mosquito bites affect you most. Here's the maintenance secret that most people never discover. These plants are most effective when they're actively growing and producing fresh oils. A stressed, neglected plant produces maybe 30% of the mosquito-fighting compounds compared to a healthy, thriving plant. But here's the beautiful part. Keeping these plants healthy isn't difficult. Good drainage, appropriate sunlight, regular watering, and occasional feeding. That's literally it. And in return, they work 24/7, 365 days a year to keep your home mosquito-free. The plants that are touched regularly, like when you harvest basil for cooking or brush against mint when you walk by, actually become more effective because touching stimulates oil production. It's like the plants reward you for interacting with them by working harder to protect you. Here's what's going to happen when you implement these 10 plants in your home. Within the first week, you'll notice fewer mosquitoes. Within 2 weeks, you'll realize you haven't been bitten in days. And within a month, you'll wonder how you ever lived with those buzzing pests constantly bothering you. These aren't just plants. They're your personal army of mosquito-fighting warriors that never sleep, never need breaks, and just keep getting better at protecting you over time. While your neighbors are spending hundreds of dollars on sprays and gadgets that barely work, you'll be sitting peacefully in your naturally protected, beautifully fragrant, mosquito-free home. The best part? These plants don't just solve your mosquito problem. They make your home more beautiful, filled with amazing scents, provide fresh herbs for cooking, and create a natural, healthy environment for you and your family. This isn't just about getting rid of mosquitoes. This is about transforming your entire relationship with your living space and discovering that sometimes the most powerful solutions are also the most beautiful ones. Which of these 10 plants are you going to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know your plan of attack. Are you starting with Citronella Grass? Or maybe you're excited about that mosquito-terrorizing lavender. I read every comment, and I want to celebrate your mosquito-free victories with you. And if this video just saved you from another miserable mosquito-filled summer, please share it with your friends and family. Everyone deserves to know these natural secrets, and sharing is the best way to help our gardening community grow stronger together. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm constantly discovering new ways to make your home and garden more beautiful, more comfortable, and more enjoyable. Your mosquito-free, naturally protected future starts right now. Go get those plants and transform your home forever.